Coolest thing about the Xavante Tribe is when we're there, we found out that the only way they can write their music it's through their dreams. They cannot come up with music like on their own. They need to dream and then try to translate the dream into the song. So it's like for me that was already like a trip, when we were doing the stuff and the stuff they were singing. It's actually stuff that they had dreamed before. A lot of people try to point out just the new metal that came after, but like Max House mentioned, influence even like bands like black metal bands to go back to their roots in Norway and explore. Because I remember even back then, like a lot of the black metal stuff, they didn't do that kind of stuff. They were just pure, like metal. And then they start going back and exploring like their folklore. And
Yeah.
for us, after Roots, I think a lot of those doors were open for people to kind of like go back and be like, wow, we can do this with our music the same way Sepultura did at the time. And it's really cool to see that.
There's a parallel, I think,
Yeah.
that happens, even though it's us and it's Brazil, and it's a whole different world from let's say, Norway or like for Malakash, for Israel. But I think the idea, the seed is there. It was there on Roots.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got it. They realize this is cool. We can do something like that with our stuff. And so I think that because of that, I think Roots is such a special record for a lot of people. It was kind of a pioneer record for that kind of stuff. I think the way we went back to our own roots and got the whole tribal elements, which started on Arise actually and grew more on Chaos AD, and Roots went on full on, just opened the gates, and we went full on with that. So I think there's a mysticism about the record. There's a very attracting thing about the whole recording with the tribe and the painting pictures. I think that's like stuff that you never pretty much saw on metal before. But I think when you remove all that, the songs itself were really killer songs. They were heavy songs. It's a heavy record, full of metal and punk stuff like Spit and Stray Hate, Dictator Shit are full on me and Igor, our punk thing that we always had, that we love.
It is a cool record at the end of the day, not just all the madness that we went through at the time to go back to our Brazilian roots, but also song-wise, it's really cool.
Sometimes I get obsessed with a movie like Apocalypse Now, so I watch it like 20 times, This was one of those movies, and the main part of the movie, the guy parachutes, is an American Indian. If you haven't seen the movie, he was supposed to drop bombs to scare the Indians inside the forest, but he decided he drank some ayahuasca, some hardcore stuff, and instead of drop bombs, he gets on the airplane and parachutes and start to move and live with the Indians. They accept him, and I thought that was really cool. For some reason, that gave me the idea to go to the tribe. Let's go to the tribe, record with the tribe. And then the whole thing evolved from that. Gloria was our manager at that time, and it was like, she's like, crazy. You're not Michael Jackson. We don't have that kind of budget. But little by little, I think I got involved with a lady called Angela, and she was the head of the Indian Affairs of Brazil, and she helped me a lot. And little by little, we got it, man. We got it's cool. It's old school recording, with car battery.
Yeah, there's no electricity in the tribe, so we had to carry not even generators. So we had to carry some car batteries and plug in the stuff to capture the sounds that we were making with them. So it's very, very primitive in a really cool way.
And we, of course, were in awe of the whole thing, the whole way they present themselves, from the rituals to the paintings and to the music that they were doing, that we love it, and it was recorded on the record with Itsári, So it was an experience that I think it changed us forever as people, but I think also changed metal forever, because I think after that influenced so many other people from all over the world to start doing similar things with their music.
crazy, to think how it's a whole different approach. And also they do the music, they don't record, they just sing and try to keep it alive by singing, passing from generation to generation without having a format of a tape record or.
And I think it was even an issue because I think every time we played the song, sometimes it was shorter, sometimes it was longer. It's like it's not like our songs, like it's specific 4/4, 6/8,
Whatever,
3 minutes. They don't really go by that. It's much more whatever, like
spontaneous,
spontaneous and organic. So I think the producer Ross had a real hard time. Sometimes I think he was very frustrated because they would do a run of the song and it would be real quick, and it would do another one, it would take forever, and you'd be like, it's the same fucking song. Why can't they just play the same,
Yeah.
But I think that's what is cool about it. Like Igor said, like they have to dream that stuff, and so it's a whole different way of writing music, the way we write, and we explore a little bit of that. I think that's really cool.